Sir, I am 18 years old. I am suffering from OCD for several years, and for some months I constantly I sometimes get the fear of death. I fear that what is going to happen when I die, or what happens at the time of death. I fear death. So how can I get rid of? How can I think positively of this of death, or how can I think positively of this thought?
Okay, I will answer inshallah. Muhammad from India, he says he has OCD, he's 18 years of age, and he fears death. Akhi, the fear of death is a natural thing. We all fear death. No one would say that, no, I'm not afraid of death. Everybody's afraid of death. But here is the trick. Your fear of death can be positive and can be negative. If your fear of death is positive, it means that it will drive you to excel in getting closer to Allah, in preparing for the day of judgment, in filling your grave with light, with good deeds that will accompany you until resurrection day. So this fear of death makes you refrain from doing sins. This fear of death pushes you to pray Fajr on time in the masjid, and to fast Mondays and Thursdays, and to memorize the Quran, and to do good deeds. This fear is positive, and it is liked by Allah Azza wa Jal, because it draws you closer to Allah. The negative fear is the crippling one, is the fear that makes you despair of everything. Why don't you pray? What's the use? I'm gonna die. And if I'm gonna die, then Allah will put me in hell. So why would I do any good deeds? Why would I refrain from haram? And it becomes an obsession. And here is where Satan takes over you, controls you, and deviates you from doing what Allah loves. By despairing from Allah's mercy, by continuously fearing death, the fear that cripples you from doing good things, you're doomed. Sorry to say this, but there's no way to beat around the bush. You are doomed. You're totally gone and on the losing end. So what to do, Sheikh? Well, you have to put high gear, you have to trust Allah, you have to make dua, and you have to transfer your negative fear into positive fear. By feeling optimistic, by doing whatever you can, so that once death comes, you raise your hands and say, I did my best. There's nothing you can do. I did my best, and I'm willing to face Allah Azza wa Jal with my best. But when your fear is crippling, when death comes, it's going to be a disaster. May Allah save us all.